Good afternoon, graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Feridun Hamdulahpur, and I have the honor of serving as President and Vice Chancellor of this great university. And it's my privilege to welcome you all to campus for this very, very special celebration. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered today on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. I would like you to remain standing while I invite Julie and Rocher to sing our national anthem. Thank you.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command, car ton bras se porte les pieds, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Et ta valeur deux fois trompée. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Well, we went through a whole NHL hockey playoffs and never got to listen to O Canada once. Maybe next year. I'm Tom Jenkins, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Waterloo, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all here this afternoon. Graduates, family, friends, honorary degree recipients, President Hamdulahpur, Provost Orchard, honored guests, faculty, staff. It's a wonderful day today to celebrate your graduation. You've worked hard for this milestone, and by the looks of this packed gymnasium, you've had some help along the way, so welcome to parents and friends. Now, graduates, you may be happy, but they're really happy because you're off the payroll now. But as you pass this milestone today, I do hope you take a moment to understand what a tremendous moment it is in your life and in your career. I know when I was sitting where you were, I maybe didn't appreciate it as much, but the fact that you're here and the fact that we're here to celebrate it with you, I hope you take that with you into the future. I've always found this university to be very inspirational. I've been on and off the campus here for more than 30 years. My office is just up on North Campus. And over that time, I've watched the university grow. And do you know that for the last 24 years, University of Waterloo has been considered the most innovative university in Canada. And that's part of the heritage that you now join as alum. And I'm sure that you'll go out there and continue to innovate and continue to change the world. Today we're going to celebrate all of your hard work as we award your degrees. We'll begin by conferring an honorary degree on an individual who has distinguished themselves in the academy. We'll then move to bachelor's, master's, and finish off with doctoral degrees. And finally, an award will be presented to distinguished faculty members and medals awarded to graduating students who have excelled in their studies. Now, the one command I get to give as Chancellor is that we're going to be done in less than 2 hours. So. Now, all of you get to contribute to that by, we would ask that everyone here, if you could remain seated through convocation and only rise when the academic procession has left the hall. So thank you for that in advance. You know, it takes a community to build a university and to educate its students, and you're now joining that community. And there are many, many ways that you can stay connected, and I'd encourage you to do that, whether it's through networks, et cetera, coming back. But please, this is just the beginning of your journey here, and I hope you'll take that opportunity to come back. I now invite Andrew Thompson, Adjunct Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science and Global Governance Program Officer of the Balsley School of International Affairs, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Alex Neve. Alex Neve believes in a world in which the human rights of all people are protected. He is a lawyer, earning an LLB from Dalhousie University and a master's degree in international human rights law from the University of Essex. He has been a member of Amnesty International since 1985 and has served as the Secretary General of Amnesty International Canada since 2000. In that role, he has carried out numerous human rights research missions throughout Africa and Latin America, and closer to home to such locations as Grassy Narrows First Nation in Northwest Ontario and in Guantanamo Bay. He speaks to audiences across the country about a wide range of human rights issues, appears regularly before parliamentary committees and UN bodies, and is a frequent commentator in the media. He has served as a member of the Immigration and Refugee Board, taught at Osgoode Hall Law School and the University of Ottawa, been affiliated with York University's Centre for Refugee Studies, and worked as a refugee lawyer in private practice and in a community legal aid clinic. He is on the board of directors of Partnership Africa Canada, the Canadian Centre for International Justice, and the Centre for Law and Democracy. Alex has been named an Officer of the Order of Canada, a Trudeau Foundation mentor, and has received an honorary Doctorate of Laws degree from the University of New Brunswick. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding record of service to human rights in Canada and internationally, I request that you bestow the title of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Alex Neve.
I'm honored to confer upon you, Alex Neve, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and I extend my sincere congratulations.
I now invite Dr. Neve to address convocation.
Well, thank you indeed. I would like to begin by acknowledging that this ceremony today takes place on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples, which really adds to the richness and the history that surrounds us. My first words certainly are of appreciation. This truly is a tremendous honor, doubly so because it is happening here. The University of Waterloo has become such a vibrant locus for innovative and meaningful research in the world of international affairs. But research with a purpose, research that seeks to improve our world. And for a human rights advocate like myself, that is heady stuff. And as such, an honor from this institution is doubly meaningful. In that spirit, Therefore, please, I very heartily thank you, Chancellor Jenkins, President Hamdullahpur, and the University of Waterloo community for this humbling recognition. And while I certainly embrace the recognition, there is no question that it is far beyond me. This is about my amazing wife and children. It's about the fabulous friends and colleagues who I have worked with in human rights struggles for decades. And this is about the women and the men and young people at the front lines of human rights change all around the world who have inspired and taught me so very much. Of course, let me enthusiastically congratulate today's graduates. You each, of course, have your own remarkable story as to what led you to this moment of accomplishment, and your own evolving plans and dreams for what lies ahead, and you richly deserve all of the recognition you are basking in today. Into that mix, I hope you will allow me to add just a few words of challenge and expectation. And that is because our human family needs you to march forth from this room and this time of great achievement, ready and determined to be a voice and a force for respecting, safeguarding, and promoting human rights in your communities, in our nation, and around the world. Let me take a moment and whisk you far away from here and share the conviction and courage of an unsung hero whose example I hope you will hold on to and help keep you true as life's challenges and opportunities continue to unfold. It speaks to us of learning, of teaching, and of a better world. In East Africa, in a forgotten corner of Sudan, along that country's volatile border with South Sudan, the people of the Nuba Mountains have endured 5 years of being attacked, chased, and killed by their own government, most often by means of barrel bombs that rain down from high-flying Antonov aircraft. No one knows how many have been killed and injured. We do know that hundreds of thousands of people have fled their homes, most of whom remain trapped inside Sudan. This time last year, I met Al-Fadil at a displaced persons camp, sheltering thousands of people trying to find safety amidst mountainous boulders and crevices while the bombers still showed up and unleashed their deadly bombs. As they did one day last year, and Al-Fadil's wife, 8 months pregnant at the time, was struck and killed instantly by shrapnel, and the baby did not survive. 2 months later, the bombers were back. This time they flattened Al-Fadil's modest shelter. His elderly mother and his 2-year-old son were inside at the time, but emerged miraculously unscathed. Al-Fadil then made arrangements for his son and mother to make the grueling journey to the relative safety of a refugee camp across the border in South Sudan. But he stayed behind. He was clearly a man who loved his son with all his heart. The question, therefore, was why had he not left? And his answer to us was simple. He was a teacher. And in that camp, dug into the Nuba Mountains with a shady tree as a schoolhouse, with no textbooks, notebooks, pencils, chalk, desks, or chairs, with no other trained teacher, Al-Fadil was keeping learning alive for 1,000 young kids. And he put it plainly to us. The reason we are not free, the reason we suffer so much injustice, the reason our rights are violated, it is because we have not yet learned enough. And if we put learning on hold, we will never be free, and our suffering will never end. I have to stay here and help keep that dream alive. And that he was, and no doubt still is. There is nothing quite so humbling as to spend time with a man like Al-Fadil and be reminded how precious it is to learn and to teach, and how integral that is to justice and freedom. So what of Al-Fadil's story do I want you to hold on to two very simple encouragements. First, don't stop the learning. Remember Alpha Dill's words, "We have not yet learned enough." Your learning has broadened your experiences, shaped your values, nourished your minds. It has given you knowledge and helped you develop skills and abilities that will now serve you so very well in the world. It has opened up an immense future for you that is full of possibilities. But it will not and should not stop here today. For if there is anything that learning should teach us above almost anything else, it is that the learning is never done. Every day there will always be so much more to learn, so never stop. Second, learn so as to make this world right. Learn so as to make this a world of rights and a world about rights. A world in which the human rights of people fleeing the dangerous skies of Sudan will at long last matter as much as the rights of all of us gathered for this wonderful ceremony here today. As Alpha Dill saw it, learn with an eye to justice and freedom. This all matters so very much because we do have so far to go still in putting the world to rights. The poverty that divides us is despicable. The fear-mongering, racism, and misunderstandings that separate us have become deep chasms. The safety that is taken for granted by many of us, but so cruelly elusive for so many others, is unforgivable. The opportunity, security, and respect that is denied to so many millions of women and girls, including Indigenous women and girls in our own country, is a source of deep global shame. But none of this is inevitable, not at all inevitable, unless we let it be so. The ability to ease these injustices is in your hands. It comes by treating both your closest friend and the stranger on the street with the same sense of respect and compassion. Speaking out when you witness intolerance or prejudice, reaching out when you see someone in need, keeping your mind open to understanding what is different and unknown to you, joining others in working for change at home or far from home, big leaps forward or small steps ahead, making it absolutely clear to our leaders that you demand and expect government committed to nothing less than justice, rights, and equality. And all along the way, learning more about yourself, learning more about others, learning more about our world. Every voice that speaks out, every person who refuses to remain silent, that, above all else, is my hope and dream for you today. So onwards, my friends. Thank you very much.
My name is Ian Orchard, and I have the privilege of being the Vice President Academic and Provost. Let me thank Alex for his inspiring, his thoughtful and indeed sobering words, but also welcome him to the group of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. And now we're going to create a few more alumni. Would the graduating class please rise as you are able? Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Please be seated. And now I'd like to invite Pratiksha Ravi to come forward and deliver the valedictory address. Pratiksha.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, friends, family members, and fellow graduates. The day has finally come. We crossed days off our calendar, counted down hours, minutes, and seconds. But now that it's here, means leaving behind teachers, mentors, and friends who have inspired and shaped our lives in so many different ways. My name is Pratiksha Ravi, and I am humbled to stand before you and welcome you to the Spring Convocation for the class of 2016. To start off, I would like to first thank all the family members gathered here today. It may seem like not too long ago when you were holding our hands and teaching us how to read and write. But had it not been for your unconditional love, guidance, and support, we would not be sitting where we are today. Thank you for believing in us. Today is your day too. Now to the class of 2016, we did it. I have to say, some of the things I have learned during my career here at the University of Waterloo did not come from textbooks or lectures or readings or seminars. But as I reflect on the amount of time we have all invested in our degrees, I can say without a sliver of doubt that it would not have been possible without my classmates. Pulling all-nighters studying for exams were easier when we had a friend to quiz us. Job mine applications seemed less stressful when we had a buddy to look over our resumes. And group projects were simpler when we had each other to rely on. When I think about what the University of Waterloo has done for us, I'm reminded of an anecdote in the life of the great Michelangelo. Once when Michelangelo was working on a piece of rock, an observer watched with astonishment as the figure emerged and exclaimed, "How can you make such beautiful sculptures?" Michelangelo responded, "The figure is already there. I just chisel out what is in excess." This is exactly what this institution has done to us. The virtues were already there, but Waterloo has chiseled out the extra layers to bring out our true identity, to best express ourselves to the world that awaits us. At the same time, I truly admire the countless hours many of you have spent into enhancing campus life, promoting mental health, and in representing us as student leaders on boards such as FEDS and student associations. Thank you. My experience at the University of Waterloo has been encapsulated in moments. Opening up my acceptance package that came in the mail, my first time living away from home, or even sitting down nervously in PAC to write my first exam. But it was during my final months that I began to reflect. Was this really going to be the last time I rubbed Porcelino's tusk for good luck? Or even more bizarre, participate in orientation week? What I can say is that I am truly grateful for having been able to study what I love and for having been able to make so many great friends through my involvement here on campus. We learned to embrace unity in diversity by respecting one another. We learned that going to Bomber Wednesdays just before Thursday morning midterm may not be the best idea. And if some of you were like me, you may also have learned not to wait till the last minute to run down the corridor to hand in your essay into the drop box. As I reflect on how much we have all grown, I cannot help but smile at our class of 2016. Many of us came into Waterloo as just teenagers, and we now leave as young adults, older but wiser, burning with a passion, ambition, and a desire to make the world a better place. We have been fortunate to study the world in the Faculty of Arts. Let us be agents of change and use our strengths and resources to work together to overcome racism, embrace diversity, and be role models in society. As the successful insurance broker Plumeri eloquently put it, you can Google for an answer, you can Google for a career, but you can't Google to find what's in your heart, the passion that lifts you skyward. It is this passion that is going to bring us happiness and propel us towards success. As you set sail on your new journey, reflect on the question Steve Jobs asked himself every day. If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? So, today marks the day we graduate from university. When I stand here thinking about the future and the many unknowns that lie ahead, I realize it's our friends and families, it's the constants that we have to hold on to. I hope you all continue to live extraordinary lives, achieve milestones, and remain rowdy. I want you all to remember, and I quote my favorite character, Mufasa from The Lion King, to look inside yourself. You are more than what you have become. As I conclude my address to you today, I bid farewell to a class that I will always be proud to be a part of. To my classmates, I would like to thank you and wish you all the success in your future endeavors. But most importantly, I would like to congratulate you. Congratulations, Faculty of Arts, class of 2016.
Well, thank you, Pratiksha, for those inspiring and, may I say, energetic words. Chancellor, President, honored guests and participants. Well, what a great day. It really is a great day. Convocation is perhaps the most rewarding occasion in the life of a university. It evokes our ancient rights and privileges and stirs us with the promise of new beginnings. On behalf of our University of Waterloo administration team, I'd like to formally thank all of those who have made today possible. To the parents, the family and friends of our graduates, especially those of you who have traveled from afar to be here, thank you. To the university community for developing these scholars and delivering this outstanding event for our new alumni, thank you. And of course, we acknowledge those who have been unable to join us today, but we feel their presence. We'll now do something slightly different, and we're going to do a first inning stretch, because there are 8 more innings. And I would like to ask the graduates to stay seated, but I would like all the parents, family, friends, event coordinators, the band, could you please rise as you are able? Graduates, if you look around, find your family and friends, wave at them. Remarkably, they always wave back. So graduates, let's thank all those who have made your convocation so special. Please be seated. I think we have an active group today. As we prepare to confer degrees, I have a few notes. If you'd like to take photos, you may do so in the area to your left of the platform. Please enter this area by going to the left side of the gym and then down the outer hallway. If you approach this area just before your special graduate is about to proceed across the stage, you can take pictures. Once you've taken your photos, please return to your seats to allow others to take photos of their special graduates. Please remember that some students' names begin with an A, which means others may very well begin with a Z. It is not their fault. Please show respect to all your fellow classmates by returning to your seat after being hooded so that we can all share in this celebration together. And now we have the good stuff. We'll now proceed to the conferring of the degrees on stage. I invite Scott Klein, Vice President, Academic and Dean, St. Jerome's University, to announce the St. Jerome's graduate names. Scott.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University, General Program, 3-year. Amanda Natasha Eiffel Welch, Maria Oliver, Alicia Smith. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University, General Program, 4-year. Naomi Ann Bauer-Maison, David Chorobic, Brianna Lee Gonzalez. Barbara Young, Francisco Alberto Linares, Lindsay Leanne McHenry. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University Honors Program. Hannah Marie Bailey, Brooke Stephanie Balazik, Margaret Emily Benarovic. Michelle Lynn Bonager, Jonathan Sattler Bradford, Emily A. Crawford. Joseph William Adam Deeth, Christian J. Doncillo, Claire Amanda Flood. Justine Fram, Cosette Canarina Francis, Sophia Helen Glab. Sierra May Kuramshashi, Shannon Marie Loden, Shirley Jin Yang Liu. Sean McGurran, Julia Jessica Mahalik Liu, Dakota David Pinero. Nicole Andrea Schoenberger, also the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Sociology. Lisa Ann Romanek, Scott Stewart Shea, Madeline So. Alyssa Jennifer Strawn, Ryan Van Camp, Maria Ann Van Pijnbroek. Eustace Arlen Warner, Maureen Anderson Wolf, Richard Warren Wright Getke. Michelle Danielle Zarechansky. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I now invite Judy Jawinski, Administrative Dean, Renison University College, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College, General Program, 3-year. Julia Nicole Bowman, Brett Burry, Ryan Connell. Samantha Dean, Christina Geddes, Tracy King McFarlane. Deborah Elizabeth Maynard, Amanda Neely, Gerda Pante. Sylvia Ann Powries, Rebecca Jane Pierce, Amy Jeanette Smoke. Carolyn Van Helden, Erin Julie Vivian, Kathleen Voss. Valerie White. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College, General Program, 4-year. Danielle Gale Amos, Anya Marion Connolly, Gabriela Esther Guerrero. Taylor Harpel Facchini, Melissa Julian, Kayla Francis Carl. Alexandria McIsaac, Emily Ann Michael, Christine Alexandra Sim. Natalie Stephen, Vasuki Tirujalam, Chelsea Rhiannon Wolf. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College Honors Program. Carly Achilles, Veronica Alejandra Blanco Sanchez, Taylor Jantina Bremer. Deanna Irene Dillabow, Jessica Flickema, Chloe Olivia France. Nicholas Brandon Fujiwara, Margaret Elizabeth Ruth Juradat, Carolyn Louise Gay. Yesenia Guerrero, Haley Michelle Hopkins, Jadam Hunt. Erica Lewis Jones, Genevieve Jessie Kentner, Sarah Ruth Letwin. Rachel Linder, Ivy Locke, Jimmy Mefta. Michelle Meyer, Megan Nicole Parr, Amber Quenneville. Angelina Sherbakov, Amanda Louise Simple, Shanna Janelle Smith. Shahana Shrikanthan, Andrea Justina Timbury. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Social Work, Renison University College, Honors Program. Amanda Michelle Anstey, Sita Horst, Lauren Leona Margaret Kennedy. Tanya Christina Nielsen. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I now invite Catherine Aitchison, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Programs, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University General Program 3-year. Rodrigo Enrique Alvarino, Catherine Rose Byrne, Erin Michelle Bagwandat. Armal Chesney, Aaron Allison Dent, Alexander Stephen Doshi. Ming Ru Du, Nemeka Ayodeji Ekpunobi, Lydia George Elnar. Christine French, Linda Anita Gallus, Rhiannon Getson. Sarah Elizabeth Hadfield, Bethany Frances Hotkey, Alexandra Ray Jenkinson. Nigel Michael Kennedy, Kenneth Lau, Philip William LeMay. Julia Maidansky, Justine McClarty, Nazia Zahir Pardan. Morvika Parmar, Shomika Ravindran, Daniel Lawrence Silvestri. Kevin Situ, Arsalan Syed, Nathan Salvador Tiangson. Ayun Jung Christina Tran, Karen Louise Upton, Jason Man Tung Young. Yuzhu Zhang, Sarah Zuberi. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University General Program, 4-year. Safina Ali, Gina Almeida, Jesse Michael Anderson. Angel Girthana Anton, Safia Saida Bacchus, Victor Berisa. Brandon Butt, Alicia Chijong Chung, Gayung Cho. James Philip Cowley, Tazia Sky Fiose Booker, Beatrice Gomez. Wasama Nisar Haq, David John Ho, Alicia Marie Hoffman. Aisha Jabbar, Sung Ho Ju, Dwayne Karthik Kailas. Leanna Edith Coker, Tyler James Klimt, Rachel Kowalski. Arim Lee, Harleen Lehal, Chantal Yan Yi Lee. Megan Liu. Savannah Caroline Ray Lomack. Tyler Reed Lu Hing. Yu Lu. Lisa Lee. Brett Mackey. Mariana Matza Pinheiro. Aparna Mirchandani. Julia Moynier. Catherine Newell. Danielle Noonan. Dolapo Sekinat Oyewumi. Do Truk Kuyan Terry Fan. Arani Raskumar. Michelle Rath. Benita Reginald Constantine. Maria Jose Reyes Torres. Alicia Bermuda Roy. Morgan Ann Sangster. Anthony Shu. Nadine Rachel Singh. Sarpreet Kaur Singh. Elizabeth Devi Somwaru. Santana Srikanthan. Christopher Tan. Vinitha Tiruvanagari. Jackie Kin Fei Trong. Sophia Trong. Autumn Lee Urquhart. Nivetha Weerasingam. Catherine Isabella Winuk, Melissa Yu, Aishat Opayemi Yusuf. Zerubbabel Zigeta. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University Honors Program. Pamudi Sachathani Abayaskara. Eliza Alarakia. Maggie Babcock. Rhiannon Ball, Faith Barrett, Shayna Emily Louise Belfry. Rachel Alexandra Bennett, also the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Spanish and Latin American Studies. Evan M. Benson, Jordan Jeffrey Bentz, Andra Georgiana Birariu. Damandip Kaur Bamra, Natasha Kumari Bardwaj, Daniel Alice Christian Bielowski. Tejveer Singh Bimb, Alexandria Marissa Birch, Kevin Martin Brink. Jordan Buren, Kelly Dawn Burke, Shelley Buss. Sylvia Kit Fong Cheng, Madison Chilvers, Yi Sul Choi. Naomi Cadrian, Claudia Elissa Conde, Stuart Leroy Bennett Cook. Kristen Corral, Victoria Oluwatobi Dada, John Alexander Dalton. Raquel Santos Damial, Tina Dang, Novali Alain Davy. Caitlin Demena Anthony, William James Robert Chadiks, Media El Tayara. Dudley Kenrick Carol Ellis, Lydia Kabede Etich, Noor Mahmoud Flayfel. Rianne Claire Foley, Dylan Foster, Scott William Inslee Forsyth. Victoria Rose Frank, Maya Tammy Catherine Fujimoto, Jacob Gaudar. Winnie Jiang, Sarah Louise Gibbon, Hillary Elizabeth Graham. Jessica Marie Grutwisen, Hannah Catherine Gunn, Priyanka Gupta. Sky Hay, Emma Ruth Hucci, Richard Holmes. Rayanne Colleen Howard, Jingyuan Hu, Manrup Kaur Hundal. Anum Imtiaz, Hannah Johnson, Amandeep Kaur Kalsi. Jige Estelle Kang, Zakira Kathrada, Andrew David Edward Kay. Kevin Kem, Taeyeon Emily Kim, Ryan Kinghorn. Konika Kochar, Catherine Patricia Kolantoros, Yejin Kwan. Alvin Kang Lim Lee, Ji Hyun Lee, Rochelle Lee. Yuna Lee, Herman Man Hae Lee, Sin Heng Lee. Sophia Lee, Olga Ludvinovich, Diana Lauren Livingston. Kwan Yi Byris Liu, James McDonald, Angela Kawai Mack. Shalina Malik, Sharanjit Man, Michelle Medeiros. Victoria Meyer, Julia Mariel, Brooke Mackenzie Milligan. Sanaya Mistry, Scarlett Mitchell, Snow Murdoch. Nashina Narain, Stephen Thomas Nish, Kalok Carol Ng, Kathy Newen, Swathi Palepu, Conrad Oliver Pasterkiewicz, Alexandra Paz Barreras, Erin Alana Perry, Helen Fan. Emma Pilkington, Samantha Marion Powell, Evan Edward James Prowse. Mariam Rajabali, Pratiksha Ravi, Giovanni Ribeiro. Caitlin Rowe, also the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Psychology. Conchita Rodriguez Fragoso, Adam Michael Rusolo, Emily Christine Rutter. Ashley Lauren Ryan, Susan Salib, Partap Sandhu. Supreet Sandhu, Graham Schwab, Jesse Shen. Lindsay Morgan Sheridan, Marley Shore, Avista Shur. Kennedy Quinn Simpson, also the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Legal Studies. Esmeralda Siddhartha, Harpreet Kaur Singh, Sahana Sivakumar. Sean Michael O'Neill Smith, Ashley Sosnowski, Jillian Jato. Kevin Kwan Singh Jato, Gordon Tam, Emily Joyce Tan. Malet Tay, Biradika Thanabala Singham, Anita Thayala Thasan. Kirsty Diane Thompson, Lydia Torres, Brianna Troutsey. Marissa Traversa, Michelle Trung, Simrat Tung. Douglas Robert Turner, Michelle Ukanoff, Janani Valikanthan. Daria Iona Vela, Brendan Clarence Wakens, Yang Hao Wang. Mitchell William Weishar, Christy Chi Ching Wong, Laura Janine Wong. Chun Hin Woo, Sheena Daijung Wu, Julia Yaroshinsky. Ji Yi, Carmen Jennifer Ming Lai Yip, Flora Sherry Yip. Alexander Zafiris, Yijun Zhao, Angela Zhang. Patrick Zhenyang Zhu, Aksa Zubair. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Independent Studies, General Program, 3-year. Julia Solana Jacqueline. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Independent Studies, Honors Program. Michael Aaron Damjanovic, Stephanie Lee, Rebecca Redden. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I now invite Christina Vanin, Director, Master of Catholic Thought, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Catholic Thought, St. Jerome's University. Carol Jean Macaulay. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I now invite Linda Worley, Associate Dean, Graduate Studies, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Sasha Kimberly Campbell, Catherine N. Crystal, Saba Hussein. Jin Jiang, Catherine Yuri Kim, Hannah Nagami. Daniel Pinto, Jordan Rosario. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Peace and Conflict Studies. Shanyita Alam, Chinenwe Bolali Chukwuma Nuba, Adam James Moriash. Ifiane Ogwuwu, Alexandra Ewa Ostrowski, Nirupama Sharma Podyal. Catherine Jean Weaver Rutten. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Public Service. Julia Marie Ali, Edward Cabrera, Jaolyn Christie. Erin Rivka Dessau, Michelle Dessa, Keegan Filion. Madison Barbara Jean Funnel, Neamuru Mwenya Gichuru, Arezu Hayei. Supriya Huda, Jordan Johns Hughes, Carly Lynn Jackson. Jessica Marie Johnson, Kelly Hope Johnston, Rhea Kashef Al-Gita. Dunya Lukic, Amr Mohammed, Nicholas Evan Petrov. Michelle Sandler, Anitha Chevarajan, Jerry Tong. Lisa Nicole Vukosavljevic, Skylar Warren, Emma Wheel. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Lindy Hanyu Liang. Megan McCarthy. Emily Patricia Milne. Shailene Nanskevell. Carly N. Neath. Jamie Ann Reed. Sana Rizvi. Peter Schurman. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer, in absentia, the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate, but who were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
I now invite Ian Orchard, Vice President, Academic and Provost, to the podium.
The Graduate Studies Office, in collaboration with the Graduate Student Association, established the Award of Excellence in Graduate Supervision to recognize faculty members who have demonstrated outstanding success and commitment in the supervision of their graduate students. Graduate student supervision has many dimensions, including being a mentor, advisor, collaborator, strategist, sponsor, supporter, and sometimes a lifelong friend. The relationship between graduate student and supervisor is complex, and effective graduate supervision requires dedication and commitment to all aspects of the welfare and success of the students. Mr. Chancellor, I present David Davidi, who coincidentally was the best hoodie on stage today as well. Professor David Davidi has been a faculty member in the Department of Philosophy for 19 years and has served the university in many ways, including as Associate Chair, Graduate Studies, and currently as Department Chair. What distinguishes Professor Davidi is the time and attention he gives to each student. Along with his deep involvement in university, professional, and community service, Professor Davidi is fully committed to mentoring students as scholars and as people. He works closely with students to clarify their thinking, to help them structure their research projects, to hone their communication skills, all the while insisting on the highest standard of intellectual rigor. If students are struggling, Professor Davidi has the patience and empathy to ignite their confidence and lead them to success. Professor Davidi has played a pivotal role in graduate education in philosophy at Waterloo. While serving as graduate chair, he revised the graduate curriculum to reflect developments in the discipline and the expertise of faculty, to enhance the recruitment of female students, to aid students' progress through their degrees, and to mentor them as they transition to diverse careers, both academic and non-academic. One supporter described Dr. Davidi's impact on the graduate program as incandescent. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of the guidance and inspiration that he has provided to his graduate students, I ask that you present David Davidi the Award of Excellence in Graduate Student Supervision. I would now like to invite Ingrid Schiller, alumna, to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Orchard. Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, ladies and gentlemen. Convocation is an exciting time of year when we celebrate the incredible accomplishments of our graduates. During Spring Convocation, we recognize the recipients of the prestigious Alumni Gold Medal that is awarded to the most distinguished undergraduate student from each faculty. The Alumni Gold Medal signifies an incredible accomplishment that we recognize each recipient for in the presence of their peers, whom have shared their journey from celebrated student to esteemed alumnus. Each medal represents the hard work and dedication of its recipient. By symbolizing the vital role alumni play in advancing universities' academic pursuits and reputation. While your status may have changed from student to alumnus, your relationship with the university should only grow. As this remarkable institution works support to your personal and professional growth, this chapter in your life provides an exciting opportunity to engage with the university in a new way. These opportunities available to you as a new alumnus that will help you to build on and support your success and provide you with perks to have a little fun along the way. Mr. Chancellor, as a fellow graduate of the university's Faculty of Arts in German Studies, I'm very honored to present to you the 2016 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for outstanding academic performance in an undergraduate program, having received a Bachelor of Arts, Caitlin Rowe. Congratulations, Caitlin. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Fredin Hamdalapur to the podium. Thank you.
The University of Waterloo is proud to have been invited to award the Governor General's Gold Medal for Academic Merit in a graduate program. This gold medal is being presented to the graduate student who achieved the highest standing in the university in a doctoral program. Mr. Chancellor, I present the Governor General's Gold Medal to Paul Selly, who graduated fall 2015 with a Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Behavioral, and Cognitive Neuroscience. Mr. Chancellor, I'm very pleased to inform you that we still have 10 minutes to beat your deadline. Graduating class, or not graduating anymore, graduates of the class of 2016, welcome to the club. Just delighted. No, having participated in many convocation ceremonies, I know how precarious my speaking role is today. I am standing between you, your beaming family and friends, and a well-earned party. I hope there will be one, right? So I'll keep this very brief, and really, why shouldn't I? You have already done everything we have asked you to do. You worked hard to get accepted to Waterloo. You did the work and got the grades and earned your degrees. You have grown as thinkers and as professionals. You have checked all the boxes. That's how we think about most experiences in our lives, isn't it? As a deal, as a transaction. Even university education is sometimes thought of as a cold exchange. Time for knowledge, cash for credentials. But before you go, I want you to know something. You mean more to us than that. We chose you very carefully. Of the cohort's tens of thousands of applicants, we chose you few. And of the approximately 25,000 universities in the world, you chose Waterloo. This isn't just a contract, graduates. It's a covenant. It's a relationship. The University of Waterloo isn't a service provider or just a campus. Not really. We are a community, and you will always be members. You belong here. As great thinkers like the author David Brooks have noted, there is a lack of belonging in the world you're heading into. There's a great freedom and individuality, but there's also great insularity and fragmentation. But you matter to this community. You have roots here. Thank you for letting the University of Waterloo be a part of your life, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You know, it's been only 4 or 5 years. I hope it hasn't been longer than that. But we have actually been through a lot together. As Canadians, our country has emerged from the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, since you first logged on to Quest. Technology has changed too. Snapchat wasn't a thing when your parents dropped you off at V1, UWP, or any of your great residence communities. Even the job market is vastly different than when you started at the University of Waterloo. Many industries, some led by your fellow alumni, are ushering into the fourth industrial revolution in cars, in biotech, in the digital arts. The world has changed since Monte Carlo night. But you know what? You're ready for all of it. The world outside this university has changed, but you have changed with it, graduates. You're not the same kids your parents dropped off 4 or 5 years ago. They can see it clearly as I can. You're smarter, you're tougher, more experienced now because of this place. And the University of Waterloo is more relevant, more connected to society, and more in touch with the values of your generation than when you started, because of you. Because you spoke up and made this university your own by insisting we reflect your values. Values and priorities like gender equity, like diversity, like entrepreneurship, like international connections and global perspectives. The University of Waterloo now leads in these fields because we have made each other stronger. We are a team, graduates, and that's what teams do. As leader of this team, and throughout my career as an educator, I have learned this. We are completely dependent upon our teammates for our success. Start your lives as Waterloo alumni knowing you can depend on your alma mater. Going forward, we can help you stay connected with this community. We can give you access to your alumni network around the world. We can strengthen your careers by continuing education and professional development. We can share your successes with other alumni. And we can help you leverage this institution's global reach and reputation as you chase down your dreams. And we depend on you. We need you to tell people what this university means to you, why this community matters, and what makes it special. Your relationship with the University of Waterloo changes today. It doesn't end, it evolves. You were a student once, and now you're alumni, and now you're advocates. And you're going to make us very proud. I speak for this entire auditorium and for your 180,000 fellow alumni around the world when I say you already have. Congratulations, graduates. Enjoy the day. This is your day. We are extremely proud of you. Thank you very much for being here. Don't worry, the speech has ended, okay? But I'm asked to remind you that following the convocation ceremony, St. Jerome's University invites all of St. Jerome graduates and their guests to a reception at St. Jerome's Auditorium. So enjoy it as well. Thanks.
Well, that's it. Would everyone please rise as you're able? Now, we still have 5 more minutes if you'd like to hear some more speeches. No? I declare the convocation is adjourned. Good job.